There are hundreds of ways to make money online, but many of them require a big following, a certain skill set, and or a ton of cash. The method I'm going to talk about makes me over $16,000 per month while working literally just 2 hours per week and works without a social media following. I'll walk you through why this method, selling courses on Udemy, is such a huge opportunity for the years to come, the keys to make this work for you, and how you can do this without ever showing your face on camera. So what makes my method so different? When you think course creation, you might think of someone who has a giant social media following or an expert who spent decades perfecting their craft. You might also think to make serious money with online courses, you need to spend a bunch on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram ads. But when it comes to creating courses on Udemy, you do not need a lot of capital. You can get started for as low as $300 to get it done right. You don't need any advertising or marketing budget or experience. Because of Udemy's DA, domain authority, and SEO, search engine optimization, which we'll talk about in a second. You don't need to be an expert in the traditional sense because most Udemy courses sell between 10 to 20 US dollars. All you need to do is provide at least $20 worth of value, which is much easier than people think. You never even have to show your face on camera or literally record any content at all. This is because you can find existing experts on social media, partner with them. You help them with the SEO side, the ranking, the launch, the structure, and analysis of the course. They create all the content, and you share in the revenue ongoing. Another option that several instructors have done and make literally thousands of dollars a month on Udemy is simply record educational content without actually showing their face. They just share their screen, which could be like a presentation, it could be tutorials, but they never even show their face ever at any point. As a total beginner, when done the right way, you can be earning $4,000 per month in profit in as little as 11 months with less than $900 in total spend ever, which is pretty insane. But to do this, there are some big keys you need to nail. First, your Udemy course needs to focus around a specific topic. So this could be language, different instruments, different tools, coding, fitness, cooking, really an endless list. And what you can do for free to find the right topic is to make a list of all of the different things that you're passionate about. So this could be hobbies, different skills that you've acquired in your business or even in your personal life, different tools that you use. Just write down this massive list of all of these different things and just brainstorm, even things that maybe you're interested in that you haven't done yet. So you make this master list and one by one, take each of those keywords, just a basic phrase like, it could be like cooking or even like Mediterranean cooking or urban gardening, like different versions of the same thing, but you can just write out that big list. And one by one, take each of those keywords and put them into Udemy and look at the top 5 courses for each of those results, right? One by one. And what you're looking for are the quantity of reviews. So each course has a certain number of reviews. And basically, the more reviews a course has, the more sales that it has. Because to get a review, you need to make sales. So the more reviews means more sales. And what you really want to look for is to make sure that the top 5 have at least hundreds to thousands or even tens of thousands of reviews. What that means is that's high demand. Medium demand, overall, it'd be in the hundreds of reviews range. High demand would be thousands. And then very high demand is tens of thousands. If you see the top 5 all have 10,000 plus reviews, that's a super big in-demand category. So that's kind of step 1 as you filter through. Here's all the ones with low demand, ignore those. Because if you create a course on those topics, they're not likely gonna do well because there's not a lot of demand on Udemy. Probably, but that will lead us to kind of key number 2 here in a second. With that list then, you want to look, do you have any options to where when you put that keyword into Udemy, hit search, that those top 5 courses have in the hundreds of reviews range. Like maybe one has 1,000, but on average they're in the hundreds range, maybe from 100 to like 1,000. That's gold. That's a really great opportunity, potentially, because there's relatively high demand, but not a ton of competition. Once you get your first 10, 50 to 100 reviews, which comes sooner than a lot of people think when you launch a brand new course on Udemy, you can compete with those courses. If those top 5 competitors have 1,000 or tens of thousands of reviews and you have 10 or 50, it's gonna be very difficult and you're probably ultimately not gonna make any sales. So if you have topic ideas, let's say Excel, it's one of the top generating course opportunities on Udemy. The top course makes tens of thousands of dollars a month on a single course. And you can see that all the top sellers have thousands to tens of thousands of reviews. So in this case, this leads us to key number 2 is when you see that there's high demand, but it's really competitive, We want to find riches in the niches. We want to niche down, find an opportunity within the big opportunity. So within Excel, are there opportunities within that big niche of like Excel for freelancers, Excel macros, or Excel for finance, or something really specific within Excel? And key number 2 is to use a Google keyword tool like KeySearch, which is my personal favorite and the one that I use, to type in your main keyword. Again, what is your overarching? Is it guitar? Is it Excel? Is it chess? Is it massage therapy? What is your main keyword? Type that into your keyword tool, and what the tool will do, if it's a good tool, will show you literally hundreds of related keywords to your initial overarching keyword. And your tool should show you something called search volume, which is basically the estimated number of times that Google users are typing in this given keyword into Google per month. So the higher the searches, that means more people are searching, which means more people want to buy. The lower the search volume means less people want to buy, and we like to have at least 500 monthly searches for our topic. And this is beneficial in 2 ways. So number 1 is if you're in that kind of really, really high competition, high demand category, this is gonna help you niche down and find other opportunities. Like going back to the Excel example, Excel for freelancers, Excel for project management, etc. So what we can do is take your keyword, let's say guitar, and then put the word for, or it could be like, guitar in Espanol, like guitar in Portuguese. Different languages, it could be different niches, like certain bass guitar or electric guitar. I'm not a guitar player, so I don't know, but you get what I'm saying. Big niche and or the big category and then niching down. And the benefit number 2 of this exact same tool, and at the exact same time, make a list of every single relevant keyword. Just copy and paste over into Google Sheets or Excel, or just write them down at least. And you have this separate sheet of all related keywords. Later on, when you go to actually optimize your course, this is your course title, your subtitle, your bullet points, your description, all of that text that students can see. You want to weave as many of these keywords at least once in your course listing, and later on, this is going to help get you visibility. And this way with keywords is the number 1 way to get visibility on Udemy, and it requires you literally like just to pay for a tool. You can pay for a month and then cancel, versus spending thousands or tens of thousands of dollars on advertising. And let's say by now you've identified a fairly high demand, low competition topic idea, but the next question is, okay, what do I include here? What do people want? What are some mistakes that other instructors have made that I can avoid? And how can I do this without spending any money within a few minutes? And the answer is review data with ChatGPT. It is one of the biggest hacks, not just with Udemy course creation, one of the biggest ways I've made money online. It is so powerful, and I almost don't want to share it, but here on the channel, we're dedicated to sharing everything with you. So basically how it works is look at at least the top 5 courses in your category. So type in your main overarching keyword into Udemy, look at the top 5 courses, click on reviews, and that'll take you to the review page, and just click on the bottom of the page to see more, see more, see more, and it'll just expand. And once you have about 200 per course, and it could, give or take, some can be a bit more, some can be a bit less, but you want about 200 each for a total of 1,000 reviews. You're just gonna simply drag, copy all of the raw review data and paste into a Google Doc or a Word document. And do this until you have 1,000, 200 from each of the 5 courses. Take this document, download or save as a PDF, and then what you can do is actually upload that into ChatGPT, or you can copy and paste directly into ChatGPT. Either way works. And have ChatGPT analyze all of the reviews and literally tell you, here's what students want, here's what they don't want, here's some non-obvious insights that humans wouldn't be able to pick up on that we're able to pick up on. Here's gender distribution, here's the main occupation, here are the desires and the fears and the goals of people. And the reason ChatGPT is able to access all this knowledge is because think about people who leave reviews. You either love something or hated something, right? For example, like you go to a restaurant, like this is the best coffee I've ever had. 5 stars, amazing. You even post a photo, right? You're so happy that you turn your happiness into a review. On the opposite end, someone who had a terrible experience, they take their hate and their pain and put it into reviews. So reviews equal emotions. Everyone's emotions are bare. They're all there. Their fears, their desires, it's all there. So you're basically extracting and organizing that. And what's great is you don't have to manually do this. ChatGPT can do this. It's going to give you all this amazing data that's going to help guide you in creating the course. But you can literally use this data to write, pair this with your keyword data that you just did together, and it can write your entire course. Every single outline, literally word for word of everything to say, your title, your subtitle, your bullets, all of that, like optimize your listing. It can do so much of the work for you. It's crazy. And if you want our exact prompt that we use for Udemy with ChatGPT and more in-depth kind of step-by-step on this process and more, then check out our free training linked in the description section of this video. Like I said, it'll cover everything in depth, why Udemy is the best online business mathematically, how to get started, how to do things like actually analyze with ChatGPT and our own prompt. So be sure to check that out with everything else linked below. And something else that's extremely important to keep in mind when creating your first Udemy course is the value of your information is worth significantly more than the aesthetic, the look, the feel, the sound of your course. Now, there's certain basic requirements, right? Your course should look nice or decent. People should be able to understand you if you're going to be speaking. And of course, right now you're probably looking and thinking, oh, that's easy for you to say, right? You have great equipment. You have a lav mic, you have a ring light, you chose your background, you have a professional camera. And this is true. One, we did not start out this way. The first course that we launched in 2019, I actually don't even like looking at it. I cringe so much. The color isn't really the best. It's a little bit grainy. The audio isn't perfect, but the value is there. It was our first course that we launched in August of 2019 about Amazon FBA, which basically teaches people and still teaches people how to be able to start a successful Amazon FBA business step by step. And the value is there. It's always been there. And we've even updated certain videos, and that's all that matters. I almost wanted to go back and I had this to change all of the videos to make them look and sound better and be more professional. Then I realized for what? It's basically the same information, just a little bit prettier, a little bit better mic and things like that. And the reason we have all this equipment now is because I really do care about aesthetic personally, but it does not matter at the end of the day. Think about YouTube. Let's say a YouTube video that gives no value, but the production quality is really high, versus one where it's okay production value. Let's say it's somebody with a really ugly tutorial just showing you how to do something, but it's like life-changing, right? Which one's more valuable? The ugly one. And that's what we really need to keep in mind. So what's great about this is you never even have to show your face. You can just record your screen and show people, for example, how to use a certain tool or different kind of things online. Go here, then click here, then you have another video. Then the next step is you do this and that. Or if you're presenting a concept, you can get free presentation slides from one of these places, which again, we'll also link in the description section below. They have pre-made professional presentations that even as a total beginner, you can kind of edit and change. There's even kind of hacking using ChatGPT to write entire PowerPoint presentations and actually change the code, but that's for another video. So it's very, very easy to do, even if you want to edit it yourself. You could also hire an inexpensive graphic designer. You tell them, hey, here's the slides that I want, here's what I want them to say. Here's a template, make it happen. So you can do so inexpensively, or you can even do it yourself, which is what we did. A mix of screen recording videos and very simple but very nice looking presentations to where it's very, very, very low budget, fairly low effort, even if you're not a graphic designer, even if it's your first time creating courses. And in terms of recording equipment, you don't need to shell out hundreds or thousands of dollars for a professional mic. You can literally get started with less than $90 with the Yeti Nano Blue that attaches right to your laptop. So you can literally have your screen open, you have your mic there, and you're going through, slides step by step, or you're actually showing people how to do tutorials and clicking on different buttons and showing people things. And that's really what your course is ultimately going to look like. And you might think, oh, that seems so basic. It's actually really cheap and really easy to do that. Will people actually buy? As long as the value is there, remember, you did your keyword research, you did your review analysis, and you know what students want. It'd even be good to go through the top selling course, look at what they do well, look at where they're lacking, and you'll see you're like, oh my gosh, this course, let's say, is generating $10,000 a month. I could do a better job. Oh my gosh. And that's kind of the epiphany moment. And you can. And keep in mind that as you go on, your next courses will always be better than your first. Before you're great, you have to be good. Before you're good, you have to be bad. And this is true of anything. However, there are certain things you can do to really get past that initial learning curve and get success way faster with way less stress. And apart from everything else we've covered, I think my personal favorite thing about Udemy is that you do not need to spend a dime on marketing, advertising. You don't need an email list or a social following. And like I alluded to before, this is because of DA and SEO, Udemy's domain authority and search engine optimization. Basically, Google is used by the majority of the world. I think it's about 5 billion users out of 7 or 8 billion human beings. So a ton of worldwide users. And what's great is on Google, people are searching for all kinds of things. And one of the things people are searching for on Google are courses. So right now, as an experiment, think about anything you'd like to learn more about. Let's say like Google Analytics or Facebook ads or Amazon FBA or whatever. Type in that keyword followed by the word course into Google, and then look at the search results that come up. 1 or 2 of the top 5 results often are Udemy. So when people are looking for courses, guess what shows up? Udemy. Why does Udemy stuff show up? Because they have very strong domain authority. The website is designed to integrate really well with Google. And Udemy, just like Google, is a search engine. So people go to Google to find courses. People also go to Udemy, which is much smaller, but still a big platform. And combined from people coming from Google and directly from udemy.com, they come and find your course. And the way that they find it is with keywords. So remember back, we generated that keyword list. Here's all the different kind of keywords people are searching for to find your course. Either directly like, Excel course, Excel online course, Excel class, how to learn Excel, things like that directly relate. And indirectly like, how to XYZ or Excel macros, Excel analytics, Excel for finance, Excel, etc. Right? Those are ideas that you want to make sure are included in your course. But basically you have all of these keywords that people are searching for. So you want to make sure these keywords are in your listing. And once they are, you will get visibility even as soon as like 2 weeks on Udemy. It takes a little bit more time usually, but then ultimately on Google. And it's really, really powerful. You literally just have a tool, generate a list of keywords, take some manual time to pick out, okay, this one's relevant, this one's not. So it takes maybe a couple hours. Take those keywords, put them into your course, to where it makes sense. You're not just stuffing it within your course. You're like making sure that each word makes sense. For example, this course includes Excel for freelancing, Excel macros, Excel analytics, Excel charts, etc. Right? It has those keywords in there, and it doesn't say just randomly Excel charts, Excel finance, Excel analytics. It has it like make sense. Like this course includes, and then keywords, if that makes sense. Anyway, we have other videos kind of about that, but that's what's really powerful is it's just the cost of that keyword tool, which can be as low as like $15 or $20 a month. You use it for 1 or 2 months, that's at max $40. If not 20 or even less, that's your cost of marketing and advertising. Compare that with when we launch a new product on Amazon, it takes us $10,000 or more to launch a new product and make similar profit that we do with Udemy. It's unbelievable. And along with that is you may be thinking, it's like, okay, so I get keywords, that's gonna help us get seen and ultimately get sales, but why would someone choose us if we have 0 reviews? Well, what's also awesome about Udemy is that it's a digital product, which means you can give away your course for free to people in like different Facebook groups. Basically, they see your course, they're like, hey, you can access for free to like 3,000 students. Boom, within literally 2 days, you have 3,000 students. They're getting in your course for free. You don't lose any money. You also don't make any money, but guess what you get? You get reviews. Because of those 3,000 students, a percentage of them are gonna leave reviews. So you can get your first dozen or so reviews within 2 weeks. You're also now ranking because of your keywords as soon as you hit the publish button on your course on Udemy. And now you're getting seen because of keywords. You have reviews, so people are like, oh, okay, let me give this course a chance. It's $10. There's, let's say 12, 20, 5-star reviews. I'll give this a shot because also, we'll just assume that your title, your subtitle, your bullets, all of that are done really well. And ultimately, some people won't choose you, some people will. You'll start making sales. Those sales will get you more reviews and will actually help you rank higher with your sales velocity. And then with more views and more reviews, you're gonna get more sales that help you get more views and more reviews that help you, and so on and so on and so on, which is really powerful. If you wanna make serious online income through Udemy and answers to every single question that you have, literally every step of the Udemy course creation process laid out from people who have actually done it, then be sure to check out our Freedom Falcon Academy program, which is also linked in the description section below next to our free training. This is literally a program that my wife Allie and I have created over our years of online course creation experience that do exactly that. They take you from wherever you are right now, even if you're a total beginner, even if you have less than $1,000 to invest in a new online business opportunity, and we walk you through every single step to take you from where you are right now to begin making $4,000 per month in as little as 11 months, again, with less than $1,000 in spend, and while working less than 10 hours per week. It's the only business that can allow you the freedom to do this. It's why we're creating content, and we've made this total shift in our channel to focus on this opportunity because nobody else is talking about it. So get in on the ground floor. We'd love to have you in and hope you found this video valuable. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment with any questions you have. And if you like this video, you're going to love this video here on the screen. Seriously appreciate your support. God bless you and all of your endeavors, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.